So the other day, I went back to my old library videos, which began in 2021, 2022, and I couldn't even watch one of them. Not because the information in them is necessarily bad. I just was such a completely different being then than I am now. So I decided to do some revamped videos. And that's what this is. I'm going to bust through the top three things that people ask me about. So, three sections: quantum energy transformation, shadow work, and love, forgiveness, and gratitude. Because those are the three things, in my humble opinion, that really donkey kick people into their ascension highway. Like when you really get tired of your own crap, that's when you're ready to engage with my energy, because I give it to you straight. I'm not here to make your ego feel better. In fact, I'm going to kick your ego in the balls, proverbially. So, quantum energy transformation is something that I was imbued with the gift when I left nursing. And let me just back up a little bit. 25 years as a registered nurse. I worked at ER, critical care most of that time. The last couple of years I spent in oncology. And I left nursing because of what basically nursing became. Health care in general, in my opinion, became assault on my brothers and sisters. I had such a hard time dealing with that. I left my profession. And I did not know what I was going to do. However, I was so strongly motivated to be a part of the solution instead of a part of the problem. And my goal the entire time I was a nurse was to help people without causing harm. So when I woke up to what was really happening in healthcare, I could not walk in and punch the clock and do it anymore. I'm one of those really authentic human beings that once I see something, I can't unsee it. I can't pretend it's not there. I don't know how to lie. My face always tells the truth. If you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you've got a lot of energy and you try to meditate, but you get nothing, it's just a black void. If you feel like you're spiraling energetically all the time, like you try to do one thing and you end up starting 25, I can help you. And I can help you in a sense that I show you how to change and focus your energy in a more productive way. I am not with you all the time, nor do I want to be with you all the time. Quantum energy transformation does three big things. I can move out of your energy body stuck energy, and that is stuck energy from any number of sources: trauma, heartache, insecurities, shame, blame, guilt, those kind of core wounds, negative attachments and cords, entities, implants, all sorts of things. Once that is moved out of your energy body, I open all your chakras and I unblock them. So now you have a complete and clear energy flow from root to crown. That allows for the energies that are constantly flowing through us to truly flow and help keep you clear. As a byproduct of living in the country that we live in and eating the food that we have grown up on and doing the things that everybody thought was normal, we have energy bodies that are full of negative distortions. And because of that, it's hard to make sense out of your messaging. It's hard to say, yeah, I think I just got a download, because your system is so congested with negative distortions. What is a distortion? It blurs the lines. Okay? It murkies communication. A distorted channel doesn't come in clearly. That's what distortions do. So post QET, you're clear that those negative distortions are gone and your energy is flowing. So your clair abilities come online 100%. You're able to really detect your own energy being clear, or you may go, I feel a little off. Maybe my heart chakra is contracted because I went around this person that tends to make me feel guilty about things or project shame on me. And my heart chakra is trying to protect me, so it constricted, and I feel a little tight in my chest. Two things. Yes, that's probably what happened. And second, be wise about going around people that do that to you. Why are you still doing it? What's the payoff? Why do you still engage with that energy? So that's the kind of stuff I work with people on. Um, Once you're clear, I want you to maintain your energy. This is a lifelong process. I clear it this time. It doesn't stay clear forever. You have to learn to maintain it. And I just give you the tools to do that going forward. You work through your higher self. Shadow work. I have a lot of videos on shadow work. I'm certainly not going to redo them all. They have a lot of value there. But shadow work in general is whenever we start to go through all of our trauma, all of our shit, all of our baggage, whatever word you want to use for it. So some people have addictions. Some people have numbed the pain with substances. Some have just built walls up around their energy, their heart. They will only engage with certain things that are very, very analytical, that don't have the emotional component because they just don't have it to give. But that is a byproduct of being harmed. That's a byproduct of saying, well, I'm not going to invest in anyone else again because last time I did that, I got hurt. And that's not living. Yes, you have the free will choice to choose to do that. But what we want is for people, no matter who and where you are, to be able to find joy, to recognize joy in your everyday life. That we do have things that we're grateful for. We have things that we are that we love, and we have things that we have to forgive in order to get there. So, love, forgiveness, and gratitude is number one, that we love ourselves enough to do the work, which is doing your shadow work. That's where you have to start. Many people want to start with, my husband's not awake and I can't have conversations with him. How can I help him? And the answer to that question and any other question you have about helping anybody else besides yourself is that you help yourself first. So you help yourself heal, process, integrate, and embody. And the more that you do that, the more your frequency rises. And the natural byproduct of being around a higher frequency is you elevate those around you. That's without having a confrontational conversation. That's without having an intervention. And it's without having to sit someone down to watch something they don't believe in. It can still have a very positive effect. Does it work out the way we want it to? Sometimes. But the other lesson here is that we don't control anyone but ourselves. And that's questionable. Do you honestly say that you're 100% in control of your own body, thoughts, and feelings every day? I cannot say that. I endeavor to be. I do pause before I react now. It's the reaction that really counts because we don't control other people. And I realize what I'm in control of, and that's where I focus my energy. So to say that you're failing someone because you haven't been able to save them is really unfair to you. It's really unfair to you. It's not your job to save anyone but yourself. And most people that I've encountered that have that stance, when we get down to the nitty-gritty, it's easier for them to save others than to do the work on themselves. So if that's where you find yourself, start in the mirror. Start literally in the bathroom mirror, speaking to yourself in the mirror about things you don't like about yourself, about things you wish you would have done differently. And the next thing you want to do is give yourself love, mercy, and grace. We live in a very dense duality planet. Everything has been us versus them, light versus dark, good versus evil, everything. Well, now we're higher consciousness beings and we're moving toward unity, But it's still a us versus them scenario if you have not done the shadow work to bridge that unifying gap. And that's where a lot of people find themselves very frustrated right now because they wanted more things to happen. Well, the first thing that needs to happen happens within us. The more of us that go within, realize we have had the divine spark the entire time. No one comes to save us but ourselves. And we connect directly to Source Creator through that divine spark. The more we light the world. That's how it happens. That is the second coming because Christ consciousness is the consciousness that you embody when you go through this loving healing process. I'm not talking about breaking anybody down. I'm not talking about making you feel like you're not worth anything. And quite the opposite. I'm here to tell you that you've been worthy from the day you were conceived, and you are deserving of love, forgiveness, and gratitude right now. And the first person that needs to give yourself love, forgiveness, and gratitude is you. You have to love yourself enough to do the work. You have to love yourself enough that you don't let other people tell you you're not worthy of it and talk you out of it. That tends to be what the noise is around us, isn't it? When you get through loving, forgiving, and giving gratitude, why? Why gratitude? Why love? Why forgiveness? Because those are the three transformational energies that we tap into that propels everything in a different direction. Love is the key. Compassion opens the door. Forgiveness is what we have to do sometimes to truly let that chain fall away from our necks. And then we give gratitude for the lesson. Because gosh, where would we be without learning that one? Then you got to let it go. Don't live there. Do not live in that pain. Do not live in that survivorship. Do not live in that victimhood. I'm happy you made it there, but let it go as soon as possible because we don't want you to stay there. We want you to keep moving forward. So whenever you're wondering, what is this? Like why do I need someone else to help me if everything happens within? Because most people are not capable of having this really raw conversation with themselves in the beginning to get clear. Don't have that frequency to get clear, and it would take you so much longer. You'd get discouraged, you get depressed, you feel like it's a waste of time. All that I do is the gifts that Sophia gave me, that I use my desire to help without causing harm, to give you a boost, that we get you clear. Your chakras are open. You can feel the energy flow. You can feel love again. You can give and receive. That's huge for most people. And once you feel that on a very real energetic level, that's your motivation to keep going. You don't keep going for me. You keep going for you or not. Free will choice is at play all the time. So my website is SoveriegnCircle.live. I don't push sessions like I used to because, again, I really don't resonate with who that version of me was and is. I now want to work with people that are referred to me, which is what I've been doing, or it's just a frequency match. You read a post or you saw a video and you're like, I have got to start helping myself, and she's going to allow that to happen. Okay. I don't take any power from you. In fact, I give you a mirror where you see where you've given your power away. And I expect you to determine that you're going to take your power back. You're going to walk that walk. You're going to have those conversations with yourself. And you're going to realize, yeah, I took the easy way out. That's why I ended up here. I let people take my power away. I gave it to them. I signed up. I consented. But I no longer consent. I'm not going to do that anymore. I am in control of my own train. I'm driving it. It might be full of boxes and we don't know where we're going, but I'm still going to drive it. That's what I want for you. I'm not the one that does the work. You are. I'm just the one of many that has been imbued with the ability to clear out the junk and make sense of the chaos so you can hop onto that path that is for you. It's not for me to determine what that path is. I just help clear things up so you can receive that message and guidance in a more efficient way. SoveriegnCircle.live. You can join there. It's ongoing. And what I'll say is sometimes I have a one-on-one with someone and they get it. That's it. The one-on-one, it's video. They replay it, they listen to it, they embody it, and they make big positive changes. And I never hear from them again except to say, I'm doing great. And I love that. Some people need a few sessions. And when I say sessions, it's nothing that you can order off of a menu because it's all customized, but it's 3 or 4 one-on-ones. We make strategic plans, give you some homework, you do your work, we get it done, we work through how it feels, and you keep moving forward. But what I endeavor to share is a constant support system, a resource base where you can always access the videos, you can always access the podcast, you can always access that wisdom that I've been guided to share in one place. So you're not going between video platforms, podcast platforms, and social media platforms. It's just in one spot. That's what that access gives you. I hope to see you there. And I really, really hope that you love yourself enough today that you start doing the work to make some tremendous traction and positive change in your own life. I'll see you in the Sovereign Circle.